Leave the rest of me. Leave it all to me. Just leave it all to me. Just leave it all to me. Hey, what's up? We're the Custodians. I'm Rhett.
I'm Gabe.
I'm Joe.
And we're back with another episode of My Hero Academia in the Echoey Room. Yay. It was not good. Nah, but yes, we are back with another episode of My Hero Academia, Season 5, Episode 6. Which, can you guys believe we're already 6 episodes in?
No,
Whackness.
Big whackness.
Watching this for 6 weeks already.
6 weeks already.
I think it's because of the arc. It doesn't feel like there's.
It's kind of going.
Yeah.
But speaking of the arc, what happened last time?
Oh,
where is it buried? Damn it!
What?
Don't look at it, Marion.
So we got the end of our first fight and the beginning of our second fight. That was between the people that I don't remember the names of.
That was
from Class 1A and Class 1B. But I do. What we
got? It was between Kirishima Denki, Koda.
No, that's the first
Shiza.
fight. We're on the second fight.
Oh,
yeah.
Then Tokoyami, Hagakure Momo, Aoyama, Kendo, Manga, Kinoko, and Kurohiro. Yeah,
so they're having their fight, and Tokoyami. This is a very Tokoyami-centered episode. As him and what was
Kurohiro.
Kurohiro, our two edgelords. Where Kurohiro was all like, our destinies are intertwined, and Tokoyami was all like, Dark Shadow,
a kindred spirit.
Yeah, and so there was a lot of edge there, and so the fight began, and Kurohiro was the first to go in, and he was actually the only one who had gone in, and because Tokoyami was using Dark Shadow to try and find them, and he did, but then Kurohiro actually put himself into Dark Shadow and turned Dark Shadow.
No, keep going. I forgot that I had the mic set to Custodians Quiet Hour.
And he took control of Dark Shadow and turned him against the team until they were able to fight out of it. And it was a really cool battle, and it was really cool to see Kurohiro's abilities to be able to quickly move through the shadows whenever he wanted. And him and Dark Shadow had this really cool fight, and we got to see Tokoyami fly, because he had learned an ability from when he interned with Hawks. And then they were actually not meaning to target Tokoyami, they were meaning to target Naval Laser. And that was super funny.
Can't stop twinkling?
Yeah, it was super funny the way he grabbed him, and it was hilarious. And they were meaning to grab him, and they pulled him away. And then in the end, Kendo was all like, oh, plan A actually didn't go that well, because they were actually able to get him back. And they were like, oh, plan B time. And then there was
Cordyceps.
Joe, what was her name?
Kinoko.
Yeah.
Was all like, yo, mushrooms, because then she made mushrooms on Hagakure. And everybody was all like, yo, what the fuck is going on? Because she can make mushrooms.
Momo grew.
Oh, yeah, and she had one on her nose. So, yeah, that was the episode.
Well, considering that a long time ago, like many episodes ago, we ditched the I do half, you do half thing. We're introducing a new segment. Instead of you guys splitting it, now one of you does the recap and the other one is going to just give us a very brief idea of what you think we're going to see this episode.
Alrighty.
That way there's no stepping on each other's toes or anything. Recaps.
All right.
I just want fair treat.
Fair treat. No. Yeah, so in this episode, obviously, we're going to get a lot of Mushroom Girl. These scary capabilities of what mushrooms, I don't know,
do.
Mushroom.
We also saw manga. We're going to get to see a lot of manga.
Manga!
Yeah.
We're going to finally read the manga.
We're reading manga.
But then hopefully we get some Momo and Kendo 1v1.
That's
kind of what this all has been building up for. Besides the edgelords, fighting each other. So,
and if you really think about it, because everybody was always so focused on Momo more than Kendo, it all the more reason. Who in the flying fuck?
We're recording right now.
Silent will. I never get calls. I'm a fucking loser.
Bro. Yeah, you are.
It's gonna.
Anyways,
further kind of solidify the reason as to why we think that Kendo's group might win this, because with her whole internship, everybody was so focused on Momo, and at the festival, everyone was so focused on her. This would really help Kendo get a booster. Like, yeah, I just beat you for all this time. Everybody was talking about you, but now they're going to talk about me because I'm better. And I think she's really cute.
Yeah, that she is.
She's so cute.
So we're going to get started, but before we do, please like, comment, and subscribe. Follow us on all of our social medias. You'll find the links in the description. Our Twitter is the best way to stay updated with the channel. And then on Twitch, we stream every Monday and Saturday. Master Chief Collection on Monday. Pokemon Platinum Nuzlocke, on Sunday, 6 p.m. Central Standard Time. Both are a lot of fun, and you should just do that. It's the best for you.
Can we put the phones away?
And let's get started.
Oh, I got
And
it.
you're steady. Hold on. We didn't test the audio. Get set.
Wait.
And plus
that
all.
was a really shitty
Bad clap, good timing.
There's no
audio. There's no audio.
Fucking
It's fine. That's easily rectified. She's just bare ass nude. That's fucking
Why
horrifying.
does she do that?
Can you just imagine? Yep.
I like how Marcus is always just sitting
chilling
there.
I am nothing but a piece of paper.
Sure.
I got into the hero course based off nepotism. I can't do anything but give you mild paper cuts. Stop it.
She's gonna be the
Oh
one.
god. Fucking Night-Eye's coming back.
She's gonna come up the one.
Oh shit! Look in the description for all of our Sir Nighteye challenge predictions.
Holy shit!
Oh.
It's a mushroom. No. Oh, and she's strapped. Oh shit.
Oh my god.
What the hell?
She mage.
Spores are rebelling. Further and faster.
Dude, it's like a fucking Plants vs. Zombies thing. The arch
Yeah,
nemesis
no, they're
is a
definitely
hungry
going in this.
caterpillar. That's horrifying. At least it's not like.
So it looks like you can like wipe them all.
Yeah, at least there's not like roots like growing into you, like hijacking your blood vessels.
It's manga.
Oh yeah, he's using onomatopoeia. We saw that in the trailer. Damn!
Holy shit.
Comic man, I love that. Make sound
Well,
effects.
that's great.
Materialize. So it's like the bang, pow, yeah.
Holy
My
crap.
God.
That's nuts. They're like the size of buildings.
Pow. Verbal enhancer times 4.
Separate the squad.
Damn. Oh man, he's making it like moist.
Oh no.
Oh
Whoa,
damn, he is
that's
like
right, the
he's like
humidity.
Levy.
Kendo's gonna come out.
To separate
Yeah,
you,
yeah.
because
Yeah.
you're the real threat there, Momo.
Whoa.
Nice, quick on the draw there, Momo.
Ooh.
You've been in the scenario before, but now there's no ring out. Just DQ. Tungsten?
Holy
The
fuck.
fuck? What? Battle Fist.
Oh my
Damn.
god.
Damn.
Don't let up, cunt.
Yeah, it was
Kick
just
her
like that at the
ass,
sports
dude.
festival. Are you rooting against Momo?
Yeah. Yeah, go Kendo, come on.
It's like fucking Rappa.
Yeah. was that? That's like an inch thick sheet of tungsten. There we go. There we go. Come on, Momo. Like, I have you losing, but I need you to lose with pride. Get high-fived. Breast cannon. Breast cannon!
This is point blank Kendo face gone.
Yeah, her entire upper torso was just turned to mist.
I wonder if the durability of her hands changes.
I imagine they would. I mean, they're not bleeding and she's punching.
Like if she put her hand on the cannon and it shot, would it go through her hand, or would she be able to stop the cannon shot?
Like Bugs Bunny it?
Yeah.
If her finger was big enough?
Like the cannon would actually go out the back,
Yeah.
turn Momo's face around.
Turns the cannon barrel around. I just love that that's how people refer to him.
What? Does Twinkle?
Can't stop twinkling. Oh, God! Can you imagine?
Oh.
He can use bounce to rebound. Recoil! Gently rebound!
Honestly, the limit on how much you can say.
Yeah, because I
Makes
imagine the
sense.
louder he says it, the bigger it is, so. He's kind of like what?
No longer invisible.
Is that a face reveal?
さらに姿を隠し真綿で締めるような攻撃を仕掛ける方位陣強いな強くていやらしい
Lucky bag. I just took the time to letter it in different coloring with an outline and everything.
この場所分かってないか
What about this place?
Oh my god.
Oh, thermal goggles!
Let's go.
I guess if he's gonna be, doing most of his work at night, those make sense.
深淵もまたこちらを見ている
Of course.
Somewhat judge.
ラッキーバッグ
Oh, no, it was probably thermal goggles from the bag.
Yeah.
Dude, he's got a loot crate.
Ethanol.
Ethanol.
キャットメタノールメキシ
Kill fucking she-mage. Spray it on her.
I wish the cannon was still attached to Yagirozu in the prison.
That's where we're ending it. God damn it. Okay, Gabe.
Yo.
Retrieve your phone. I need you to look up
The weight of a cannon?
weight of a cannon.
So it was actually interesting. We had, this was a long time ago, but there was a bunch of strongmen had actually gone to like a big field in the event. It wasn't even about an event. They were just doing it for fun. They were carrying like Revolutionary War, Civil War cannons.
Because that cannon.
Because they are.
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
That wasn't a full cannon.
No. I know. It was just the metal part. It was just the actual cannon.
And that was like the smallest cannon.
Yeah, they are fucking. They're like 600 pounds.
Well, that one was 350 pounds that they did.
Oh, was it?
Yeah. It's just the point. It was so awkward to carry that they didn't even have the wheels with it or anything. It was literally
It's just
the
the-
barrel, and that
it's
was
just
the
the-
smallest one.
So.
They're up like 1,000-pound range or something. That type of cannon that she had, that was over 1,000 pounds easy.
And that has to be bigger
Yeah.
by a lot.
No. The one that they had was like one of the smaller, like chaser.
Like what? Like 2 pound? Like not even a pound cannonball kind of.
Some
like-
cannons made during this time had barrels exceeding. This is just the barrel, exceeding 10 feet in length and can weigh up to 20,000 pounds.
I don't know.
Just
Yeah,
the
was-
barrel.
No, but that wasn't a 10-foot barrel.
How much does a cannon barrel weigh? Can weigh 1,286 pounds.
Yeah, it was.
Including lumber, puts it around 1,800 pounds.
Yeah.
So, she's dragging over 1,000 pounds.
I don't know.
Or more.
That's not 10 feet. Well, let's see.
No. This one that I was looking at wasn't 10 feet. This is a different thing. That one was talking about that. This one said the barrel weighs 1,200 pounds. Or if you're on up, 1,300 pounds. Including limber, weighs up to 1,800 pounds.
Had a clearance of 2.7 millimeters between the cannonball and the inside of the barrel.
Yeah. That looks like one, it's heavier, and it's not just the barrel. They also got the metal portion on the bottom, which probably is like another couple hundred pounds.
She can also punch through, or at least not necessarily through, but can
bust up tungsten steel.
That's like a, well, it's not steel, but it's like, no, it's tungsten.
No. I thought tungsten was tungsten steel.
No. Unless
I thought tungsten was a type of steel. That's why it's called tungsten steel.
If it is, then I'm very dumb. But it was like an inch thick too. But yeah.
What is tungsten? Okay, no, it's its own metal.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
But tungsten steel. I've heard of tungsten
That might be
steel.
an alloy. Anyways, so yeah, Kendo can fuck things up. I also love her name, Battle Fist.
Yeah, it's an alloy. Yeah, I love Kendo so much.
That was a good name.
Kendo's so cool. Like when I first saw her, I'm like, oh, she's got big fists. Oh.
Who do you think would win, Kendo or Ojiro? Big fist or thick tail? They're both martial artists.
She looked. I mean, he fought Chimera.
Rappo versus Kendo.
He was able to hold his own against Chimera, which is not an easy thing to do.
He didn't hold his own. He
stayed
lasted. He didn't die.
Yeah.
Which is impressive. Don't get me wrong.
Like Chimera's.
Don't sleep on
the
Ojiro.
furthest thing from a pushover.
He'll break a neck.
But from what we've seen from this, she is.
I mean, they're both martial artists.
Is she?
Yeah, that's her whole shtick. Like she's
I guess Kendo.
traditional Chinese martial art.
Why doesn't she have a sword?
Or Japanese.
Maybe.
Well, I mean, like I'm just going based off of kind of her uniform. Why does she have a sword? I don't know.
Kendo.
Yeah, I know what you're getting at. Yeah.
I think that. Oh God, I don't know. Maybe I think she'd win.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, one tail, two hands.
But he's got two hands as well.
Yeah, but hers are bigger.
Fair enough.
Like it's like if he tried to swing his tail, she could just catch it and throw it. Fucking Kendo's lit. Fucking
She-Mage. Wow.
Yeah. Did she grow one in his throat?
Yeah, in his lungs. Like she can make really tiny mushrooms and
That's
fuck with
fucking
your
terrible.
lungs.
She's a villain.
Well,
She's
awful. What mushroom? Because now we're given scientific names of these.
Yeah, she was giving off some names when she was like initially growing them.
It's like right here.
I thought it was just from the effect of the mushroom.
Honestly, dude, you should just slammed her head right into the fucking.
Yeah, just knock her the fuck out.
Yeah, there's a.
Bleh. It'd be a bad shroom if I didn't use it.
Oh, it's in his windpipe.
All right, someone's googling that.
I don't even know how.
I'm just wondering, is this like something that releases spores, or is it actually in his?
It's probably somewhere in like the larynx, because she did say windpipe, but you know that can affect the lungs, because you can't fucking breathe because there's a goddamn mushroom in your throat.
Does he have that fucking mushroom in there for 2-3 hours? Or can she make them go away?
Shizo.
Can she make them go away? Good question.
Because now he's stuck like that for 2 to 3 hours.
Okay.
What the fuck, Kinoko?
Dark Shadow, reach into my throat, dislodge it.
There's one thing like, beating the shit out of a person, but like making them fucking not be able to breathe for several hours.
It's spongy. It looks like gills is what it looks like.
Yeah.
It is known as the split gill mushroom because it looks like gills. Do they do anything? They produce bacidospores on their surface. What do those do?
Right, well,
I don't fucking know what these do.
And yeah, they only last for 2 to 3 hours, which I wonder if that's a reference to Spider-Man. because Spider-Man's webs only last for around that.
Some guild mushrooms.
You're like a Spider-Man river.
Oh, I like the guy.
Huh?
He's kind of cool. That's it? There was nothing?
Yeah, no, it's just a mushroom.
Are you sure?
Yeah, it doesn't really produce anything. It's just a mushroom.
I doubt that, because they make it seem like...
No, they're talking about, because that's the specific kind, because they... that's exactly what that looks like. So she
How do you
obviously...
pronounce it?
Schizophalum
Phalum?
commune, but you can call it a
Commune?
split gill mushroom. Because they look like gills of fish.
Schizophyllum.
Schizophylum?
Shut up.
Phylum?
Phylum.
Commune.
Or is it schizo?
Commune. Schizophylum. The mushrooms.
So Comic Man, like his name.
That was, I love his name.
So fucking, he is kind of like Letty McGarden from Fairy Tale, where
You
it's
can
like
write
solid
out the
script
words,
magic. Yeah.
And they take a me and Joe were talking about what he possibly could do, and like I was like, oh, if he like writes out the word fire, does the word just set on fire? And it's like, no, he only can do words from comics, like onomatopoeias, and he also did like bounce, and he did drowsy as well.
And like when he did like whoosh, it was almost like he was like propelling the, what was it? It was like damp or something like that.
So it's like the big word like smack, pow,
Like,
blam.
he's
Those
got
are
a-
like
For his training, imagine it's a lot of combos of stuff, like how he could make something go fast and hit a target that's moving or
and
something.
he has
like
to
that.
shout a lot, so it's
Yeah.
kind of like almost like
Yeah.
their
he's got
coda.
to throw. He's got to do throat.
Yeah, he's like, oh.
He just runs around with a water bottle the entire time.
Yeah.
That's his.
Also,
that's his
He
gear.
can't drink water. He just like fucking melts
Also,
away.
also, his words were the size of those buildings. They were huge.
Some of them were, yeah.
The first initial big one, and then the one that dropped next to it. They were the size of those buildings. So and then we also saw that they can get like pretty small too. So you can. It's probably like based off of like his voice. Like the louder he screams, the bigger the word.
Yeah.
I can imagine the manga though, like for these scenes, like you can see it when everything lands. It makes the exact same things that he yelled.
Yeah.
Bam, bam.
Yeah, that's gotta be.
Crash, bro. Like,
That's gotta be fun.
That's such an interesting
Idea.
character.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love that.
How does he eat though?
He's a piece of paper.
nom nom nom, munch.
He doesn't have.
Yeah, he literally just looks at it and says like munch nom, and it's just like
he looks
the
like
words eat away at it.
he looks like his face is behind.
Waka.
It looks like he has a piece of paper, and then his head is behind it.
Oh, you're saying
It looks like it's a thought bubble, and then it's a manga. panel.
Yeah.
That's great.
So maybe there's a face behind the piece
Oh
of
my
paper.
god, it's like a fucking like gas from
Oh yeah.
or a boo from Mario. This isn't the first time we've seen manga though. We saw him in all the way back in the at the very beginning of the sports festival during like the lineup where
Bro,
it's like,
I remember seeing everybody in season 1. He's like, "Yo, why is that guy a rock? Is that guy a train? What the fuck? Is that a duck?"
Is
that guy a
Train
piece of
next
paper?
fight? Is Train next fight or is Train Bakugo's fight?
I don't remember. Who is our next fight? But
Our next fight is
since we're on the topic of it, who's our next fight?
Todoroki, Ojiro, Shoji, and Ida versus Tetsu, Pony, Sen, and Juzo.
I'm sorry, you can't.
Sen.
That is a
Trying to remember that.
stacked team.
Is he one of the common sense?
Is that Goldo? Which one's
No,
Goldo?
I think it's either Sen or Juzo is our guy who has
Sing.
like mud or quicksand or whatever.
That's right. 'cause
Judge
in the
Judy.
trailer, yep.
And then I can't remember Sen. Oh, Sen. I think Juzo is our.
Is he the guy that confused stuff?
No, that's a wise. We actually learned his name all the way back in season 3. He's cool. Not particularly strong, but cool. I think Juzo is our based off recommendation guy, our like soft ground guy,
dude, yeah.
and Sen is the guy with like the lizard bird face who can penetrate.
Oh,
No,
Judge
that guy is.
That's Judge Judy.
No, that guy is in.
Oh, you're right. He's in the Bakugo fight. Shit.
Oh yeah, because they're.
I think that's. Is it Togaro? I think was the snake.
Snake
Or
lady?
Not
No,
snake lady or whatever she is. I don't know.
Lizard
Scales.
lady.
Setsuna is the scale lady. A wise, we know that. Togaru.
I just want to see what
that
fucking
the-
Goldo can do, man. I'm tired of waiting.
Goldo, I know who that is. That's Nirengeki.
Nyangeki?
Yeah.
What can he do?
I couldn't fucking tell.
But do we think that Class B is going to win Battle 3 as well?
Yes, we do.
I don't know, man. That's such a stacked team. Like Choji, Ojiro, Ida,
My
and
reasoning.
Todoroki.
My reasoning. Baku and Midoriya
Have
are
to
not
win.
losing.
True.
We want to keep things a little bit on their toes. So sorry, Todoroki. Just like in Heroes Rising, you're off to the sidelines.
I think you guys are underestimating Ida.
Oh, don't get me wrong. This is a very strong team. In fact, you have to remember that Juzo is here based off recommendation, so he's going to be coming to the playing field pretty strong.
No.
Probably not as strong as Todoroki, who's also there based off recommendation, but that was also kind of nepotism. Like, I mean, sure, his father was an alumni. Yeah.
He was or wasn't?
Wait. Yeah, Endeavor is an alumni. If you look.
Yeah, because you remember he always hated that school motto.
Yeah. Plus Ultra Prominence Burn.
Yeah.
So nepotism.
So, Joe, you agree with Rhett. They're going to lose the third battle.
Yeah, I mean, that makes sense tension-wise.
If I were to rate this,
following...
What if Bakugo did lose his fight?
I mean, I would be very surprised.
Unacceptable.
I don't know. I think that's kind of a wild card if Bakugo lost his fight and Todoroki
You
wins.
previously betted it for him. Are you changing your...
I mean...
I'll mark you down.
Okay.
I'll mark you down as like a changed bet. Not like I'll mark you down for an infraction. You will go to the camp.
I don't know. I feel like it'd be a lot more interesting.
Are you changing
like
it
Todoroki hasn't had a lot of...
wins recently?
Just a lot of time. Like, especially, like him and Bakugo both got put on the sidelines
Well,
a bit.
Battle 4 is definitely going to be 2 episodes again, so I feel like all these are just going to be.
I don't know. I feel like
But,
Todoroki hasn't had
Midoriya
a lot of
gets 3
screen time
episodes.
lately, and he hasn't had a big win yet. You know, and Bakugo has had a lot more time to shine than him.
Wait, what do you mean by a big win yet?
I don't know, he wasn't.
Because he beat Midoriya in season 2, and he helped beat Stain.
No, that was a while ago. I'm talking about like from season 4.
Oh well, yeah, he wasn't really. He was the only thing he did in season 4 was the win those kids' hearts,
I knew he was gonna do it.
and then like make ice at the festival.
I don't know. I think I want to change because I feel like it would be a wild card.
Here's my
If
idea. Here's my idea.
Todoroki won his and Bakugo lost
Another
his.
reason why I don't think Todoroki's going to get that much focus here is because what else is happening this season? Endeavor. So I feel like we're going to get, like, once this wraps up, I feel like we're going to get, I'm still banking on, okay, the likelihood of an actual villain arc is kind of not there. But I do feel like we're going to get a lot of villain focus. Maybe in the next arc we're going to get an Endeavor villain kind of back and forth, where we get Endeavor and then we get villains, and that's kind of going to be it, and it's going to kind of culminate towards our climax that way. But on the Endeavor side, I would not be surprised at all if we got a lot of Todoroki involvement, like, because that's important to both their development.
Well, I mean, especially with the movie that they're releasing, like they will know the big 3.
Yeah,
Like it's going to be a focus on Todoroki, Midoriya,
Bakugo. Yeah, so I feel like we're gonna get
Or 3
Todoroki
Musketeers. Not
a
the big,
lot
not the big 3.
in the next arc, or at least sometime soon.
Yeah.
Because it's going to be really pivotal to Endeavor's character. Because, the kind of motivation, the spur that, Endeavor has in his personal life is his family at the moment. And the spur in his professional life is obviously, being the number 1 hero and being, like, there for society, like, being the new pillar. And both of those can kind of be focused on Todoroki, like, being there for the next generation. So I really feel like, again, my prediction still states that we're going to get a villain arc. So I'm probably going to lose points there. But I do think we're going to get focus on the villains and Endeavor.
I'm gonna think about it more. For now, I'll stay with it. And if my prediction changes, I will address it.
So I'll mark you down as a change prediction.
Possibly. If it is a change, I will address it.
But hold on. So we have a win for 1A and a win for 1B. Shit, that's what I want to talk about. Tokoyami. Tokoyami is so goddamn powerful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's so goddamn powerful.
Oh my god.
Like, and in ways that most people, I would suspect, don't even really realize he's powerful. Like, having Dark Shadow be sentient is an unbelievable asset. Because Tokoyami doesn't have to constantly be micromanaging its movements. He can just go, he can give it orders. And not just simple orders, he can give it complex orders.
And not to mention, once he's able to gain more control of it, he doesn't have to worry about it going out of control when it's at its darkest. Because like that was something that he struggled with, and we saw that at the camp, was that they put him in the cave, and he's like, hey, you gotta learn to control this shit. And you could just hear him screaming because Dark Shadow was just out of control in the cave. So if he's able to control that when it's at its craziest and its most powerful...
Which I'm also interested to see why he didn't see any kind of upsetness from Dark Shadow while he was flying around in the dark. Because you think that would...
He did wrap him in his cloak, and that's darkness.
That's even more darkness. Like, and he's already flying through darkness, so like, why did that pop up as a problem?
Maybe because there was enough like ambient light, like it wasn't like pitch black, if not close to like nighttime darkness.
Wait, why wasn't he able to get out of the cloak?
What do you mean?
Can he only go in like so he can?
Oh, you're talking about Kurohiro?
Yeah, why wasn't
Okay,
he?
you gotta specify, man.
Sorry, I thought we were talking about him.
No.
Why wasn't he able to get out of the cloak?
Because there was no darkness for him to move to.
But he can move in and out of shadow and darkness.
True, but then he's just trapped.
No, but
Or unless is he
no,
pancaked between it?
no, because he should have been able to just get out.
Well, I don't necessarily know. Because like if he has like
Or he could have gotten out and then went into fucking Tokoyami's shirt and then out his back.
I was worried about that. I was like, dude, keep that away from his shirt, man. If he's
Like I didn't understand why he was like, oh no, I'm trapped
Get
in
the scene
here.
from
he can-
Spider-Man 3.
gum.
Yeah.
I just didn't
Instead of
understand
a
why
bell, it's a
he.
lighthouse.
I just didn't understand why he was like, oh, I'm trapped, I can't get out. It's like, yeah, you can. You can go in and out of darkness. You don't have to go into darkness and the only way you can get out is by going into another darkness. Like when they were using the lasers, he went out of the darkness and couldn't go into anywhere. But that doesn't mean he can go from...
I don't know.
I don't know. It doesn't really make any sense to me. It's like, why would you just give up? Just, jump around, do something. There's shadows.
Too afraid of Dark Shadow.
Go into his shirt.
He's like, shit.
Yeah, go
I'm
into
messed
Dark
up.
Shadow again. He was fucking right next to you.
Well,
He
that
could've
would
just-
probably be a lot harder to do.
Look, he could have just popped out of the shirt and went right into Dark Shadow.
Well, he has
was,
to touch it.
He was right next to them.
That wouldn't.
He was like 2 feet away.
Because if he misses, then that's just a right hook from beefy Tokoyami.
Well, then just run.
Just run.
Go into the shadow. There's shadows everywhere.
All right.
You're in.
fine.
I don't know. I thought it was kind of weird how he just gave up when his power is that overpowered.
I wouldn't call it overpowered.
Dude, there's literally shadows everywhere. And it's not even just shadows. If it's just a slight shade of black.
Bro, All for One is overpowered. This is
Okay.
useful.
But it's not even just shadows. It's just black. Like, he could go into that remote.
A knife is useful.
He could go into that backpack. He
An
could go into
AC-130
your
is
hat.
overpowered.
He could go into the book.
He could go into my hat?
Here, darkness. He can go
Anything that's
anywhere.
black.
Anything that is black or is a shadow, he can go into. Or just a dark shade of black.
Dark shade of black.
A dark shade. Yeah, because there's different shades of black, Joe. They're dark.
Wouldn't that just become gray?
I don't know. You could have a darker shade.
Black
of
is black, Gabe.
So if you have a darker shade of black, it's gray?
No, a lighter shade of black is gray.
I didn't say lighter. I said darker.
How do you have a darker shade of black?
Black or black?
Which, didn't we talk about black or black?
Okay,
can-
there's
there
Vanta black. But
There's
that's like,
definitely darker shades of black.
Okay, but like, it's black.
Darker shades of black. Here, I'm looking at it
50
up.
shades of black.
Come on, give me something here. Oh, yeah. Black, ebony, crow, charcoal, midnight, ink, raven, oil, grease, onyx, pitch, soot, sable, jet black, coal, metal, obsidian, jade,
Metal.
spider, leather, shades of black.
Is this what they painted?
The only difference I see between any of these is charcoal, and that's a dark gray. Look at them. You're just listing them. Actually look at them. That's just black. Black. Charcoal, which is dark gray.
I'm gonna agree with you, Gabe, but Joe's right.
Those are all
different
just
shades.
black.
There are different shades of black, but that's all.
Those are literally just all black.
These ones are all, like, look really closely. Those ones are all different.
Okay, there we go. That's a much better pick.
Like,
There
yeah.
we go.
Soot. That's a brownish black. Charcoal's just dark gray. Those other ones are literally just black.
I mean, I'm
right.
I agree with you, but Joe's right.
What?
No, like there are different shades of black, but yeah,
Those are
practically
literally all just black.
I'm agree with you that they're like no, you're right. Excuse me, I'm phrasing this wrong. You're right. I'm agreeing with Joe.
What?
No, I mean like there are different shades of black, but like
pencil
that's
gray.
just gray.
Yeah, that's just cheating. Charcoal's not black. That's just dark gray.
So would he not be able to go into dark gray?
That's actually an interesting question.
What's the cutoff?
Like if there's a little bit of black, like if you have like red, but then you put black in it, can he go in there because there's black?
No. Like he's not gonna be able to go into that.
Yeah, he can. It's a shadow.
It's not black.
He can go into shadows.
No, he can go because shadows are black.
I thought
He
it
can
was
go into
also
things that
shadows.
are black.
I thought it was also shadows.
No, it was black.
It's just black.
I think it has to be dark enough.
You sure?
Like he can go into that dispenser, but he can't go into that shadow because that's not dark enough.
So he
You have
wouldn't
no
be able
reference.
to-
Camera.
So would he be able to go under that chair?
I
to
think
the
he
floor?
can, the dark, the
Part-
deep,
the deep part of the chair?
probably,
Probably.
but not the one next to it.
I don't know. I'm pretty sure. I swore it was like he can go into shadows.
Well, yeah, he can't go into
Well,
shadows.
that's an
Because
ad-
of the fact that it was a shadow, not because of the darkness.
No, it was the fact that it was you
like
can
if it's
go
a
in
really
and out of
faint
black
shadow.
things.
Well, I don't know.
Shadows happen to be black.
Even like
Maybe, but I wouldn't bet on it.
Like, what is the degree of darkness that he can go in and out of? What is the cutoff? That's what I'm trying to figure out. That's what I'm trying to nail
If
down.
it's gray, it's not okay. If it's black, it's not whack. There we go. But anyways, back to Tokoyami.
That's weird. Yeah, no, he's strong. He's got the goggles. The
Goggles.
The goggles, too.
Well, those are given to him by Momo.
Yeah, but he's keeping them.
Oh yeah, I'm like,
I keep them.
dude, just get free thermal vision goggles. Like what?
Free night vision goggles?
Also,
Yeah, and
also they're goggles for flying.
Yeah.
And Kirishima had to spend like what was it, like $500 on fucking
Yeah,
night
they-
vision goggles for the Camino raid, and
Yeah.
Momo could have just hooked him up.
Damn.
Oh, don't want to hurt the economy. Sure, but it's fine when you have a stake in it, huh?
Momo when she's short like $20 on some groceries.
Was that groceries or money?
No, the money just
She could just make money. Yeah.
Like a fucking
an
ticket machine.
ATM.
She could make as much money as she wanted.
She could.
What the
Which
fuck?
is why I rank Momo's quirk unbelievably high in terms of like the
She
power
could
scale,
fucking
'cause
become
she
the
could
next
destroy the
Matsumitsu.
economy.
Yeah. Oh my god. That's nuts.
But okay, so next fight. We know Tetsu, we know Juzo, and Pony can shoot her horns,
Yeah.
which that's useful. And
You gotta have this.
Sen. Who the fuck is Sen? Google it.
Sen?
Sen, MHA.
Sen from class 1B. Sen, class 1B.
Just look at an image. Just need to see an image. Don't look at anything else.
Oh yeah, that dude.
I don't know what the fuck he does.
Normal basic guy.
Was it one of the guy that was right behind
Let me see like
Tetsu
the
Tetsu?
outfit. Oh yeah, it was
talking.
the guy in the
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's
okay,
the
that
guy
guy,
was
that
just
guy.
talking.
Mhm.
Is he
You have
one
no
of the-
idea what he does.
Is he one of the common sense guys?
Probably.
Is
Yeah.
he?
Yeah.
No more.
No idea what he
No
does.
more looking at that. We just needed to see a picture. So Sen, he looked like he had some things on his fingers.
Yeah, he had like black.
Maybe he
things
can,
on-
like-
It was just on his right hand though.
Maybe he can maybe his 4 fingers are made out of tungsten or something. And
Oh, maybe he's like.
Matt Cannon.
Maybe.
God.
No, I was gonna say, oh, maybe he can like stretch his fingers, but that's
Gross.
What, the mushrooms are?
God, it's
Those aren't gross.
yo,
That's
fucking
scary.
get her to fight all for one. Bet you she'll laugh.
Yo, wait a minute. Well, she can't get into his. There's no like he doesn't have a mouth. Oh wait, no.
Yeah, he doesn't have eyes. He has a mouth.
I don't think she could survive long enough.
Well, he didn't have a mouth until All for One like blew off.
But wait, why does she? Do you need to have him? He still needs to breathe.
No, he'd just be like, I grow another mouth.
Wasn't that what the
He still
breathing
gets
apparatus
he
is for?
still gets air from his lungs, and you are putting something to blood. Have him grow it in his lungs.
I know, but can she just do that without an opening?
I'm pretty sure. Why would she need an opening?
Because we haven't seen her like.
She was able to grow them anywhere without having to see them.
No,
where she was
it's
growing them.
spores. She was probably just releasing spores. That's what her quirk is. She releases spores and they just grow on surfaces.
But she was able to grow them in places that she wasn't even looking at.
Yeah, because the spores can settle
So why
anywhere.
would she need
The spore has to get inside of his mouth,
Like,
so that's possible.
I don't think she could put a spore in your brain, unless like you were going through like.
But why not?
Because the spores have
It's
to land.
not like the spores aren't just like a thing that travels in the air. They just appear.
Are you sure about that?
Yeah. What?
What? Spores travel through the air.
Her spores, they're not like the mushrooms that she's making appear. They're not traveling distances and then they land on something and grow.
Do you even know what a spore
No,
is?
he's saying he's not saying.
I'm not talking about.
He's talking about her spores. Like she doesn't excrete them. She creates them.
They just appear.
No, they come off of her body. She makes them.
What?
That was her quirk.
I mean, we can just check.
They said that explicitly. She releases spores that then just land on surfaces and grow mushrooms.
Because I'm not saying you're wrong, Gabe. I'm not. I'm pretty sure Joe's right here. But I could just be
Because
misremembering.
Tokiyama was
I want
in
to
the
check.
vicinity of her while she's still releasing these spores.
I just don't understand why you would need to have a mouth for something to grow on the inside of you.
Because the spores, if she's excreting it, need a way to get in.
Yeah.
Does All for One not have any opening on his body? Ears, nose.
What the hell? Well, no. Until All Might opened one. So yeah, he does have a mouth now. I'm pretty sure.
I mean, sure, she could maybe bother him, but he could obviously kill her like instantly. So I don't think she'd ever even get the chance.
Where is it? Where her quirk is?
I think it's towards the beginning. Yeah.
Right here.
Fucking monster.
Foresight. Why was the?
It was probably because of Yaoyorozo, of her ability of planning ahead.
Okay. Jesus Christ.
There's so fucking many.
Right. Again, I'm not saying you're wrong, Gabe. It makes more sense for that to be the case, but I don't remember, which is why we're checking. Here we are.
She can release spores
It's
from
her body and grow mushrooms anywhere.
in an instant.
Yeah, so she releases the spores from her body, so they would need an area to get into. So she couldn't just put a spore on someone's brain. Unless, of course, that person was going through deep brain transplant surgery or whatever.
Oh, gosh.
Her skull was just exposed.
So if someone were able to create an opening on All for One, she could just flood the inside of his body with mushrooms.
They had to be small
I
enough.
guess, yes.
I don't think
That's all I need to know.
I don't think she'd get the chance though.
No, she wouldn't get anywhere from
No, that's what I'm saying. Yo, take her, grab All Might.
What's her
they
range?
go
Could you snipe a mushroom?
That's what I'm saying. Get All Might and her to go double team on All for One. He punches him. The mask comes off, and then you send in the secret weapon and
Aizawa. The secret weapon's Aizawa.
No, it's hers. It's just
Turn his
the
quirks
mushrooms.
off. And then All Might punches it.
And then she just mushrooms.
I feel like
Literally can flood your entire insides with mushrooms.
that is horrifying.
You will die.
Don't get me wrong.
That you will die.
But All Might can turn you into a mist.
Well, it's not filling your entire inside. She said specifically just your windpipe.
I think that's specifically only because That's all she wanted to do.
True, but
your
the spurs
mouth
have to get there.
and your larynx or whatever, they're separated by a flap. So
I know that, but so you're saying the mushrooms would just stop there?
yeah,
They go
because you're
past
not
it?
gonna be able to go because you're not
Okay.
eating food.
That's fine. Flood his throat with mushrooms.
There we go.
Just-
I love mushrooms. Neck teeth quirk activate. Just choose it.
Oh my god.
Neck teeth.
You never know when you'll need it. I've choked on like really hard candy before.
It was terrifying.
Yeah, so.
I need your quirk.
I don't want to choke.
Can you
him.
imagine? Because we know that's like how All for One's quirk works when giving quirks. Sometimes they'll manifest in different ways. So can you imagine having like a horn quirk, and then all of a sudden you grow like fucking horns inside of your throat, like the fucking Sarlacc pit?
Whack. That's crazy.
Okay, no, but
I wonder what the extent of that is. Like, if you have a quirk that shoots something specifically, and then you transfer it, does it shoot something different, or does it shoot it from a different spot because it manifests differently? You're like, what is the extent of the different manifestation? I don't know. It's just a thought.
okay, so we kind of know, right, on at least one A side, which teams are the ones to look for. While we are, at least Joe and I are certain that Todoroki's team is going to lose,
That'll be close.
they're still a very solid team.
Hey, that was a close one for the second fight.
It was. Hold on, let me get to what I'm saying. But like, it's kind of like, you know, when it's like, oh man, here's the A team, here's the B team. Like, you know, here's the Bakugo team, here's the Midoriya team, here's the Kirishima team. Like the Rock Kirishima's cool.
You mean the Suyu team?
Yeah.
It was the
Suyu team.
Which teams do you think are 1B's Bakugo, Deku, and Todoroki? Do you think we've already seen two of them? Or, because we got Monoma in the finals.
I think we've got Kendo was one of the A teams. And I would say, I don't know, maybe...
No, I'd say Ibarra. Ibarra.
Yeah, I was going to say
Ibarra.
the Beast and Ibarra team was really, really interesting.
They just kind of had a really shit matchup against Shinzo.
Yeah, and then I think that
and the creativity and power.
And
of
I
their
think
opponents.
that either... I don't know.
Because Monoma is interesting because he's only as powerful as the people he surrounds himself by or with. But the thing is, he's also as powerful as his enemies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, if he can touch them.
Either he's not necessarily as skilled or as experienced, but he can be as powerful as his enemies for a certain amount of time.
I
If
think
he
we're
can touch
100% going to see Monoma touch Midoriya.
and we're gonna get that question answered.
Yep.
And that question, I think, has an answer that's quite simple. I don't think he'd be able to use the power.
Because if you've seen the movie, also go and watch the movie. It's really good.
Which one?
Heroes
Rising?
Yeah.
It's the second.
Spoiler. 9. We saw 9 try and take Midoriya's.
That's different. I feel like that's a
That
little
was
different.
stealing.
Though. That's stealing.
That was forcefully
not
stealing.
copying.
So is there honestly a difference between stealing and borrowing?
It's not borrowing, it's copying. Because borrowing implies that he will take their quirk and it will be returned to them. Copying is just downloading
So you think that...
mimic.
I don't know. What do you think? Do you think Monoma can...
I do not.
Does
At
he
least
have to be
not in a
worthy-
practical
Because he has to
sense.
be worthy of using it.
But also, like, well, if
It also has to be.
let's say he downloads a copy of the quirk at any rate, so he can bypass the worthiness of passing it down, because it's not an actual pass down. Midoriya is still keeping it the entire time. I don't think he gets anything because I think he
would
just
just get
gets
the-
the stockpile quirk
Yeah.
with nothing stockpiled.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I know we
Maybe.
talked about that before.
So because he doesn't get like the quirk at where you are with it necessarily. He gets the quirk baseline. He's like, you
The
know,
quirk that...
it's
All
like
for One
it's
can-
like he can choose to multi-class. So you know he's a level 6 wizard, and he wants to multi-class into sorcerer. He doesn't become a level 6 sorcerer. He becomes a level 1 sorcerer.
Did they clarify beforehand if he could have more than one quirk copied at a time?
He can. He
Okay.
can. We saw that in the cavalry battle because
Okay,
he
'cause-
uses Kirishima's hardening
Okay.
and then Bakugo's explosion.
Okay, because I was about to be like, is what if that stockpiling quirk then realizes like, wait, why can't I use more than one quirk?
I wonder
I
if
also-
I wonder if
already,
he's
so I
going to
guess
be
it
able to,
doesn't
matter.
improve the amount of time he can hold people's quirks for.
I think that would be it. I don't think he'll be able to copy Minetta's quirk.
You don't think he can?
Or
do
because
that?
it can't be physical.
I don't think he'll be able to, because I
He
really
wouldn't just grow.
if
great
he were to
hair?
touch Ojiro, I don't think he would just spontaneously grow a ginormous muscular tail from his back. I don't think that's how it would work. Kind of like how Aizawa, he can't turn off. Like, oh, my quirk is that I'm just really big. Like, I don't think Monoma could copy a quirk like that. Like, it has to be like an emitter quirk, a transmuter quirk. Or whatever the rules are for this. I'm going based off.
You look like a normal human being.
Yeah.
Not a thought bubble with a comic strip.
He might have the strength of the big person, but he won't be as big. And even then, that's kind of a iffy idea there. But he still has Mina and Ochako to copy, and because we watched the trailers, which all in all, for our channel, was a very good idea. But maybe for our viewing, maybe we should avoid trailers from here on out, because we like to talk about things, and we know a lot of things that are going to happen now. But we know that he's going to copy Uraraku's quirk. And there's a lot you can do with gravity manipulation. Like, and of course, Mina, acid, which can be useful, but I think the real kicker here is we have two people that can have brainwashing, and one of them really, really, really likes to egg people on. And it's self. Well, I mean, Shinzo also he likes to fucking talk smack to try and get people to talk to him.
Yeah.
But like, Monoma just doesn't shut up. Like,
Yeah.
See, but at least with Monoma, then he won't have the voice changer.
that's
That'll
true.
be somewhat less of a problem.
But you never know
But
if using it
if
or
he
not.
has it, and it's like, oh shoot, they just opened up the gate with that.
So we're gonna have, like, Midoriya and Ochako and Mina and Mineta are really gonna have to work on how they're gonna properly communicate with each other against Shinzo and Monoma. Monoma is gonna be a lot easier because it's just don't talk to Monoma. But like Shinzo, he can copy voices now with persona chords, which is just
But it doesn't help too because it completely covers his face, so you don't know that he's talking. At all either.
It's kind of like Aizawa's goggles. Like
Yeah.
you never know who or where he's looking. Do you think Pony has any level of like strength or anything?
I don't think so.
Are we being attacked by a ghost? Like, cause Suyu has all the abilities of a frog. What the fuck? There's a poltergeist in here. Suyu has all the abilities of a frog. Lizard has hopefully all of the abilities of like a bunch of different lizards.
Does she have the abilities of a
Bull,
pony?
or what she's got horns.
Why does she call herself Pony then?
She doesn't
that
call
her
herself. That's her
name?
name. Name's Pony.
So does she have the strength of a bull?
Maybe. Oh shit! No, we already have Cowgirl from the USA. That's a reference to My Hero Academia 2 Heroes.
Yeah. We got to see Dinky's dad.
I don't think that was
Yeah.
Darky's dad.
Yeah, it was Dinky's dad.
Wow, so every electric person is related, huh? Speaking of Spinner, what powers could he have? Because he's got to have something, right? He's got to have something.
Lizard?
Lizard.
Can you not? Thank you.
Lizard. Like regenerative limbs?
I hope so.
Maybe.
Prehensile tongue or tail? Or tethered tongue?
I hope so. That'd be nice.
Highly infectious bite?
I never brush my teeth.
Gecko wall stick?
Or was he literally just born as a lizard?
It just looks like a lizard.
Oh god, he's hideous.
Yeah, I think that's probably the best case scenario.
Best case scenario for him.
We have people that are literally trains.
We don't know what train guy can do. We don't even know if he's a fucking train.
Looks like a train.
Looks like a train, but like he might not actually be a train.
Alright.
That's probably gonna be it for us though.
Yeah.
Thank you for watching. We've been the Custodians. I'm Rhett.
No Joe.
And we just cannot wait to see what the fuck Spinner does. So
I'm gonna
thanks
go
for
kill these,
watching.
kill these ghosts.